Good morning, everybody. Ooh, Friday is here. How about that? And then, how is everyone feeling after all the week of the new energies that's coming in to bring restoration and the heart and mind to rebuild? One day, we're going to talk just factually on energies because that's what we are. But right now, I'm going to talk about faith. And I was listening to Romans 1 with Paul, and he says the just shall live by faith. I believe that there's, I guess sometimes we don't understand that even in the practice of these scriptures. So we practice every day, like we practice to make that word perfect in us, to make that word manifest in us. So the just are the ones that held out on the word. They practiced it daily until they began to walk and talk as that word. We have words that we're walking and talking that are not productive. Um, we have words that we're walking and talking that cause chaos in our lives, and we don't even know this. And so the just shall live by faith. The just are the people that actually get to the place where they realize that justice is what they want to live by. And justice is something that we see in the courts every day, or we see in society that's supposed to justify people in right and wrong actions. But in the world, we know that many people have not been justly um, preserved, or their rights has not made wrong. So the Spirit of God says that the just shall live by faith, because great justice shall come in through your faith and belief in great justice, which is over in Revelations. Great justice is the warrior um, uh, part of Jesus with the sword that rides on a horse. Anyway, the just shall live by faith, because there is justice when we believe in the spirit realm, as above, so below. I bind in heaven, I bind in earth. I loose in heaven justice, and I loose it in earth. The power of my word takes flight by faith when I live according to justness, righteousness in the spirit. And that just simply means that I begin to transform my life into good, because God, if you take God and add another O to it, it's going to be good. For goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. Goodness is God, because on the other end, God will be the duality of who we've been. Remember, I said earlier this week, Isaiah 45 tells us that God tells us, he proclaims, I am the God of darkness and I'm the God of light, which means that we have the power through knowledge to look at what's being said and say, how do I work with that information? Knowing that God is saying this, not overlooking it, not being a child of just darkness, but a child of the light, and then bringing balance to know that all things work together for good. So the just live by faith. And they also let justice spiritually advocate for them, fight for them. They speak through the power of the word in the atmosphere, because confrontations and arguments cause spiritual clashing, and it causes an aura of dissension around us. Chaos is there. We're angry, that anger is a auric field and energy around us until we realize that we need to cleanse it and let it go. How do you cleanse it? Through prayer, right? And then also through meditation, because we react and respond to others because of a low frequency that we need to bring up. Here I am talking about energy anyway, so here we go. But anyway, let me just read what Charles Fillmore says about faith. Let's get an in-depth thought on it. It says the perceiving power of the mind linked with the power to shape substance. Now, the just shall live by faith. So faith is the power to shape whatever you want and need through God, the universe, through the power of God, because God is the word. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word is God. That's John 1, the first verse in John. And it says, spiritual assurance, the power to do seemingly impossible. So there's no possibilities of spiritual practice when we're just practicing earthly measures. But when we practice spiritual measures, which is the power of the word speaking out, and we're doing it every day, whether we're creating good or not, we see that the just can live by faith. Now, the just will find out that they can be justified in situations through the power of their words spoken into the atmosphere concerning what they believe about an injustice. This is what I'm getting at, because everything is shaped in the spirit realm concerning us. It says that it's a magnetic power that draws us or draws unto us our heart's desire for the invisible spiritual substance. So, I think that this has to do with your will and another's will. This doesn't have to do with us, thinking on people and pulling them to us, because there's a lot of people that's out there doing that kind of stuff. Like, someone got on my Instagram page, and this probably happened to others that are doing business, and they said that they were lonely and hurt, and someone helped them with a spell to bring the lover back to them. It's like, if it ain't God's spell, I don't want you, because I want somebody that wants me, and I want to work in conditions that, embrace me. I don't want some type of potion from somewhere to bring someone into my life. All right. So that is not what I'm talking about when I explain what he's saying here. Faith is a deep inner knowing that which is sought is already ours. So it wasn't yours. Even if you're talking about, relationships. You're going after some man's wife or some woman's wife through love potions. Can I tell you that the universe is just? And when the universe is saying, or God is saying to us, the just shall live by faith, we're protected even in this aspect when people come against us because they want our husbands or wives. And they're going from a dark witchcraft perspective. Yes, we're protected when we live justly. Someone that is coming in like a thief to take something from you, because that's what that is. It's a thief. It's somebody that's lurking in the darkness. They're sneaking around to try and take something that doesn't belong to them. Get what belongs to you. That's what faith and just is. Because the universe always brings back to us whatever we give out. No one is exempt. All right. So that is going to help someone out there that has been going through something where they feel like they've been robbed of something. You're always going to be restored by your thoughts, number one, and how much power you put into the thoughts to recreate your life. But when anything comes and it looks like something was snatched from you, God bless, I have to take this call. I'm going to come back.